Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tare, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. And today I'm up to song number 2583, and that one is Sweet Blindness by the Fifth Dimension. And this was released on there. This came out in 1968. It went to number 13. It was also released on their 1968 album called Stone Soul Picnic. And I guess I'll talk about the song first. It's a little bit of a strange song, I think. I mean, they're singing about basically just getting drunk, getting wasted on wine. That's what the song's about. It's kind of a funny song. I mean, I guess I think it was Meryl McCoo who sings lead, and she's singing about how her daddy has, I guess, grapevine, and he makes his own wine, and they want to get drunk on their daddy's wine, and she's saying, "Don't let Daddy hear it." We're just sneaking around drinking his wine, basically, because he doesn't believe in, getting drunk. So it's kind of a like a young person rebellion song, I guess. But I think it's a good song. I like it. It's very cheerful, and that's pretty much everything I have to say about Sweet Blindness by the Fifth Dimension. I think blindness refers to blackout drinking, probably. But anyway, so that's Sweet Blindness, and now I'm going to talk about the band, The Fifth Dimension. Here's a picture of them, and they were a very very popular band, and they got started in actually they were 1965. They formed as what was it? What's the name here? Um, I think it was the Versalites. Yeah, the Versalites. And they were from Los Angeles, and they were a vocal band, very popular vocal band. I don't know what you would call their genre in music. It's called different things, either sunshine pop or pop soul or psychedelic soul. You can take your pick. But and their original members included Lamont Macklemore. He was the founding member, as well as Miriam McCoo, Florence LaRue, Ronald Townsend, and Billy Davis Jr. And Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr. ended up getting married in 1969. Here's a picture of them, I guess, on their wedding or shortly after they got married. And they even had a hit on their own in the 70s. They had a number one hit in 1977 called You Don't Have to Be a Star, which I think is a really beautiful song. And and so now I'm just going to go through their hits. And they had a lot of hits, a lot of hits. They were a very prolific group, so I'm just going to go through their hits. Bear with me. So their first hit in 1966 was called "Go Where You Want to Go." That one went to number 16. I believe the Mamas and the Papas covered it. Their version didn't hit the Hot 100, I don't think, but they had a very good version of that song as well. In 1967, they had Another Day, Another Heartache, which went to number 45. Up, Up, and Away, which went to 7. I think I should say something about Up, Up, and Away. Beautiful song, and it even won the Grammy Award in 1967 for Song of the Year. So beautiful song, and that one is coming up on my list. Several of their other songs by the Fifth Dimension, by the way, are coming up on my list. They had a lot of big hits, a lot of really good ones too. Later, 67, they had Paper Cup, which went to 34. In 1968, they had Carpet Man, which went to 29. Stone Soul Picnic, which went to number 3. The one I'm featuring today, Sweet Blindness, which went to number 13. And California Soul, which went to 25. In 1969, they had their biggest hit. It was a medley of Aquarius and the Let the Sun Shine In, also known as the Flesh Failures. These were songs from the very popular rock musical Hair, which I love, by the way. I got several songs from that musical coming up on my list, including this one. And this song went to number 1. I think it was the number 1 song of the year 1969. I think it was number 1 for something like 6 weeks. Um, and then later in 1969, they had Working on a Groovy Thing, which went to number 20. And then they had their second number 1, Wedding Bell Blues, which went to number 1 again. That was I guess that was Marilyn McCoo singing lead, and she's singing about how she wants to marry Billy Davis Jr. Please marry B. Bill, and I guess they did get married shortly after that song came out. So then what? And then they had Blowing Away, which went to number 21. In 1970, they had The Declaration, which went to number 60. The Girls Song, which went to 24. Save the Country, which went to 27. And On the Beach, subtitled In the Summertime, which went to 54. And then they had One Less Bell to Answer, which just missed the top spot, went to number 2. In 1971, they had Love Lines, Angles, and Rhymes, which went to 19, and Lights Song, which went to 44, and Never My Love, that was a cover of a song originally done by the Association. Their version went to number 12. I believe the Association's version went all the way to number 2 in 1967, if I'm not mistaken. And then they had Together Let's Find Love, which went to 37. And in 1972, they had Last Night I Didn't Get to Sleep at All, which went to number 8. If I Could Reach You, which went to 10. And Living Together, Growing Together, which went to 32. In 1973, they had Everything's Been Changed, which went to 70. Ashes to Ashes, which went to 52. And Flashback, which went to 82. Finally, in 1976, they had what I believe was a cover of a number one song by Diana Ross from that year, Love Hangover, and their version went just to number 80. So that was all the Billboard Hot 100 hits for the Fifth Dimension. Like I said, very, very prolific group, and I guess one of my favorites from the 60s and 70s. Anyway, that completes my profile of Sweet Blindness by the Fifth Dimension. Thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.